The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
Right to the air is Daniels. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Cardinal.
Now Daniels. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. You look at this Niner defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowing. Pulled in at the 24. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Open man, the former Gator, hits Ricky Pearsall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Niners at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get set.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Okay, ready? Go! Here we go, here we go! Gravity Lions!
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Commanders.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. No score after one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Steady.
A run inside. Krosky Merritt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal from the 3.
Ready. 19.
Krosky Merritt going to try and push his way in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Ready, ready. Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Purdy from the gun. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
At the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Shotgun now with Purdy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, McCaffrey. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18, Cardinal, 18. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
On the jump.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hiking, 18.
Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
49ers nothing. To kick off for Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Amos. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Play action, now Purdy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Purdy. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play.
That's another 49er
Get set.
1st down.
Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 13-7.
49ers 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18 Cardinals.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. The first carry here for Jordan James. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
14 yards. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 of the 21.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The 49ers field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up the touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run with McCaffrey.
A nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To the air goes Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Daniels.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky-Merritt.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now an option play on 2nd down.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Michael Williams.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. Gay's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Game to kick off for Washington.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they can't bring him down. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch out!
Purdy from the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Pearsall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
11 yards. It's 4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch out!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
26-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
An extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here's second down.
Here we go. 19.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll come up now on second down.
Come on. Come on.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.